Amanda Smith.
Account-based marketing, ABM, isn't a new concept, but what it looks like is evolving fast. And how is that evolving? Well, buyers are more informed, skeptical, and harder to engage. We all want messages and solutions tailored to our frustrations and needs, right? I'm no expert on ABM, so I thought I would tap Nadia Davis, VP of Marketing at CaliberMind, and ask how she's transforming teams by focusing on precision, insight, and account intelligence. She doesn't just talk about ABM, she's built it and has really made it work. So I asked her, what does a modern ABM strategy look like? Here's what she had to say.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Hey, Amanda, sorry I missed you, but something I wanted to talk about is really important, and that's what ABM is going to look like in 2026. Everybody knows Scott Brinker. His recent report pretty much said that ABM category is the one that shrunk within the tech stack world by 10% when everything else grew. And that's because the way we looked at ROI of ABM before is just not working anymore, right? Let's just, get real for a second here and think about what are the things that define modern ABM. Being able to define your ICP, you knowing the pain points of your ICP, you understanding the buyer's journey, which is account research, which defines what those pain points are, and you being able to reach the buying group, ICP, buyer's journey, and your buying group. Once you have those three, this proverbial misalignment between marketing and sales is history, because everybody understands what steps have taken place so that the sales team can go and engage and close the account sooner or strike conversations that are relevant sooner. I don't know if I told you this or not. Last time we talked, you asked me how my kitchen project was going, and I am still in the process of renovating my kitchen. But let me tell you, when I was shopping for vendors who renovate my kitchen, I did not really care about the ones who were pitching how great they did projects for others, because what I want from my kitchen is unique. So unless somebody took the time, came out and looked at what I got going on, defined my pain, and then said, this is how we're going to fix it, and this is what our vision is, I wouldn't even give those people the time of day. Analytics is huge within the world of ABM, because understanding and bringing together those people within the buying group, within the systems that you have, is really difficult to do. And yet the picture is worth 1,000 words. Analytics is front and center when it comes to ABM and uncovering those signals in the buyer's journey. CaliberMind historically is known for multi-touch attribution and go-to-market intelligence. However, if I went to an account who is a prospect and said, you know what, we do multi-touch attribution better than anyone else in the market. We're fantastic. Let me tell you more about it. What if their pain point is being able to build out account funnel and holistically score these accounts? What if their point is completely different and they tried a competitor, which is also a true story? All of the numbers in different reports within the platform didn't match. Every time they pulled a report, the same number for either the number of MQLs or ROI kept changing. So their issue is trust in data. I can't really waltz into an account with a predetermined message that I want to tell them without really discovering their pain point. Because whether you're selling software or you're selling any other type of solution or service, you can position it in so many different ways because you do more than one thing, but you never know which way would be that would resonate with that account. So understanding their pain points, understanding their behavior, understanding what they consumed, what does that interest look like, is really important. The pain points that individual people would have might differ from what your assumption would be based on their makeup. Some of the things that might be their pain points, they would never even think about them. But once you realize that those are things to address, people have an aha moment like, oh, I was looking for this, and you told me these are the other things that I should be thinking about. So out of a sudden, you are not a pitch person. You are a solution provider. You are a fixer. And that pretty much brings me to my last point. Sales and marketing, the team that goes to market to activate these accounts, they're like sociologists and psychologists, right? While sociologists look at the market trends in general, we want to understand group behavior. We want to understand segments. We want to deploy things at scale. That's very much marketing. For sales to be effective, that's the psychologist approach. They have to understand what is the pain point of this one individual patient and ask the question, well, how does that make you feel? That's what gets these accounts to bring others and say, hey, I'm having an interesting conversation. Come join me, see what you think. That's the secret of the buying group. And when you can multi-thread and activate everybody in the buying group and have insights into that and tell that story to your organization in a visual way, that's the power of account-based marketing for tomorrow. I think that's all I had. If you have any other questions, let's catch up. Let's get coffee or something. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Want your podcast to do more? Subscribe to Genius Cuts, because it's never just a podcast.